What's up, everybody? Well, I got another gameplay video for you guys today. And today, we're going to check out Need for Speed Unbound on my secondary computer over here, which consists of a 5800X3D, a RTX 3090 Founders. It's got 32 gigs of 3600 megahertz CL14 RAM with some super tight timings. And it's also dual rank. CPU's cooled by an AIO Basic, and the motherboard's an X570 Taichi, and then it's all powered by a Corsair RM1000. But now that that's out of the way, why don't we go hop on into the game and look at the settings and get some gameplay. All right, let's get into some gameplay here on the secondary computer here. Now this is that 3440 by 1440p ultra wide, and we're gonna start off on very low. I turn the NVIDIA Reflex low latency on to low. And I did notice that I had VSync on here pretty quick once I got in the game, so don't worry about that. Sometimes even I make mistakes, but I try to fix them as quick as possible. All right, let's get on with the low settings here. Let's turn the volume up a little here. Here we go. For some reason, the speakers are a lot louder, even though they're both maxed out on keyboard, or not on keyboard, on my laptop and on my secondary computer here. They're the same speakers, unless one's a newer iteration, but these ones are still way louder. And yeah, it looks like, yeah, this is where I was like, hey, why am I only getting 116 FPS? What the fuck? So that's where I noticed, hey, if I don't change that and turn vertical sync the fuck off, this whole fucking test would have been completely pointless. I'm glad I didn't just, like, not notice that till I got done with the whole video, you know, and then have to redo all of this footage. That would not have been fun. But now we'll just drive around for a little bit longer, seeing as though I kind of wasted half of the time with being at 116 FPS. And also, let's take a hit of this fresh bowl. Boli oli oli. Oh yeah. That weed. Good ass shit. Alright, though. Let's turn around, start heading back towards the city here, and also let's move on. Let us go do a little medium now. But first we have to scroll through all the settings, of course. Make sure vertical sync is still the fuck off. And as you can see right here, we are on medium, so there we go. That's all there is for settings. Only 14 settings here, so let's go into the game. Medium gameplay now. So let's just drive our little Lamborghini Countach around. Very cool that they're actually letting this be a car. I figured no one today would even care much about the Countach since it's so old. But I got two posters of one on my wall. I will own one eventually. Before I die, even if it's like when I'm in my mid-80s, I'll fucking somehow just take out a bunch of loans and buy one. Hell, by then they'll probably be literal museum-only items. Who knows what shit will be like by the time I'm 80, I'm only 35. Oh, who knows if the world will even fucking be here anymore, the way shit's going, but that's why I choose to just sit here, play games, and ignore all that. And just watch the money come flying in, and play video games for you guys to show you how this laptop works, and how all the games play on other various computers, too. Because it's just fun. Fun way to pass the time, for sure. And it also helps people at the same time, so it's a win-win. Heck yeah, they were. Alright, though. Why don't we go ahead and move on to the next setting? Next setting up, of course, is going to be some high. So let's just cruise on through here real quick. Well, all right. Now, let's get into the game. High gameplay now. So let's just drive around. So far, so good. We're still getting way more than playable settings with not a lot of stutter or anything. Now, I did notice once I get to the DLSS part that it does stutter a little while I'm recording, but when I'm not recording, it doesn't. Very, very peculiar. That didn't work out for me very well. Oh, well, whatever. I'm just going to ramp up these fucking stairs. Fuck it.
If I had wings, I would fly.
All right, well. Out of my way, people. I'm driving here. Can I jump that? Probably not, but I'm going to try. Nope, that did not work. That did not work at all. Oops. Alright then, I guess let's just go back. I guess this is a fucking dead end. Let's go back the way we fucking came, I guess. Probably the only way to get out here. All the fucking workers here are like, what the fuck is this Lamborghini doing? What the fuck? Fucking maniac. I don't want to watch it. You watch it. So now it's Ultra time, so again, let's just cruise through these small amount of settings. There's 14 instead of 13. Probably because of the NVIDIA Reflex Low Latency setting there. So, now we're at the bottom and we're on Ultra. Why don't we go get into the game and see how that one does? And now we're on Ultra, so let's just drive around on Ultra. Man, that is definitely dropping the frames quite a bit. Seems like we're probably even going to go under 100 at times. But at least so far so good. We dropped right down to 100 just right then, so I'm sure if we were like in a race or something, we'd probably drop under 100 with these settings.
We got more air than the bear.
Alright, well at least it's better than saying Jordan. Alright, let's do a burnout. Although I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of hoping to do a rolling burnout, but hey, I'll take it. And it sure is cool when games support ultra-wide natively with no word. Oh, my vehicle was repaired, but then I did like a flip. So, and now it's damaged again. Can I do donuts in this game? Yeah, I can. But alright, why don't we go ahead and move on? Well, now it is time to move on to some DLSS. So, let's go turn that on and go through the settings. Alright, it's already turned on. Alright, I wasn't sure on that one yet, but it is on, so we're going to stay on ultra quality, of course, too. And just see how it does. See if it actually makes a difference. On FSR sure didn't. But let's try it. Alright. We're on DLSS quality, so let's drive around and see if that helped our FPS at all. And already I'm going to say it probably did. But like I said, there's some of that stutter we didn't get before while recording. It doesn't do that while you're not recording, as you'll see when we get to the whatchamacallit part, the camera recorded part of this. But yeah, that definitely helped a lot. We'd be dropping like close to under 100 like all the time. And if not, we were in like the 113s or something like that, it seemed. Maybe up to 120, but now we're all the way up to 140s, 150s, 130s. So it definitely does something, but again, maybe this is just high enough resolution to actually make a difference. Plus, this is DLSS versus FSR. DLSS is still superior. Now, I wonder what version of it is, though. I wished it would tell me. Like it says FSR 2, I wished it would tell me if it was like DLSS 2.0, 2.1, 2.3, what, you know? But whatever. All I know is it's working good. And the game doesn't really look any trashier, at least as far as I can tell, Can you guys really spot a difference between native and this? Like maybe if I look really fucking hard like into the background, maybe it looks a little softer. Now we'll do ourselves some DLSS balanced. So let's just scroll down through here real quick. Right there, you see it's unbalanced. And other than that, everything else is precisely the same. So now it's time to get back in and see if that made any improvement or if it's going to be similar to quality. Well, here we go. This is DLSS balanced. I was trying to do some donuts, but it didn't really work. Oh, well, fuck it. We'll just go drive then. If it won't let me have me donuts.
You playing tag with them?
Damn straight I am. Power!
We got more Ed and Jordan.
All right. That was some pretty good maneuvering. Fuck you, tree.
Cops on
Alright, I wanted to see what happens if you just nudge them. So he's gonna chase me, is he? Alright, now let's just escape the cop. It should be effortless. I mean, I'm in a Lamborghini. Though, truth be told, if this thing's bone stock,
We did it.
those Chargers, if they're the V8, would probably be able to keep up alright. This thing only had like 450 horsepower, but that was a lot back in the day,
Knew
obviously.
they couldn't keep up with us.
And who knows, maybe it was underrated or something. It still had a higher top speed than those things, though, I'm pretty sure. But acceleration and all that, not really that much different, it doesn't seem like. Well, I could be wrong. Anyway, let's move on. Last up on our DLSS here, we got some DLSS performance. So let's just look at that real quick before we move on to my settings. And there you go, performance. And graphics stone ultra, all that good stuff. We wouldn't change anything now and invalidate everything right at the end of it, now would we? So, back to the game. All right, let's do some DLSS performance now. Guess we'll go this way, fuck it.
Be gentle with her.
It still gets a little stutter while I'm recording here and there, but it doesn't do that from what I remember while I'm not recording, and that's a giant mountain. You can't go that way. All right, let's go back this way then. Fuck it. But yeah, honestly, if anything, performance made everything worse. I'm getting way less FPS than we were getting on the other two.
Sorry about that.
Well, now it's time for my settings, so let's go look over them real quick. The only thing I forgot is I would honestly turn off motion blur too if I was playing this, but I kind of forgot about it. So, just saying, if it was going to be my true settings to be totally true, we would have to turn off the motion blur, but whatever, that's not going to affect performance very much. I just don't like motion blur very much. Anyway, let's get into the game and see how this does. Well, alright guys, let's do my settings now. So let's just drive around. There's a little bit more of that weird stutter while I'm recording. I have to try to keep a close eye on. Maybe I was just like wrong, but I swear when I was getting camera gameplay, I don't think I got any stutters at all. I think that might just be due to recording, because even with shadow play, I have it at 100 megabits, so that might use a little bit more GPU performance than it normally would at its stock settings. Oops. I kind of fucked up that Infinity there and that SUV, but oh well, they shouldn't have been there. I was driving there at the time. Oh shit. My vehicle was repaired, but since again I flipped a million times into the gas station, it did not work. And now I have to wait. Oh well. Why don't we go ahead and just move on now? Well, alright, let's get some camera gameplay in now. This game is definitely an interesting concept, how like the cars still have like normal-ish graphics, but all the people look kind of like anime characters. Oh yeah, I should get back to town. What am I doing?
You better be careful with her.
No, make me. Alright, this looks like it goes back into town, so that's where it seems to tank the FPS the most. And this game still does stutter every once in a while, at least as long as I was recording with Shadowplay. Maybe it won't anymore now that I'm not doing that, we'll find out. Ooh, that wasn't so bad. Could have been a lot worse. Man, my car is almost dead. All right. I have to be careful though, if I hit like one more thing, my car is totaled. Gotta find a gas station or something. There's gotta be one around somewhere if I keep just driving around. Well, there's a close one right there. Oh, I think I see a gas station right up here. Alright, this time I won't roll through it and like damage myself. There we go. Now we're good. Man, look at this thing go.
Coming through.
Alright, let's not crash into a giant brick building. That probably won't end well. And I'd continue with the story, but it said I didn't have enough money to, so I'll have to figure out why and what I can do about that. Don't know how I messed that up, but somehow I did. Hell yeah. Alright though, I think that's good enough. Why don't we go ahead and wrap this video on up now? Well, alright guys, that's a wrap for Need for Speed Unbound. At least on this secondary computer, we still got the primary computer to do, and this handled it absolutely fine. It seems that, like, every once in a while I'm recording with DLSS on, it would stutter. It didn't really seem to stutter while recording with DLSS, but once we stopped recording, as you saw, it didn't really do anything bad the whole time, as far as I saw, once we started doing camera, I mean. So, I would say it could handle this no matter what, and stay well over 6. But it should. It's a pretty beastly little computer. But anyway, that's all I got for you guys for this particular video. I've got to go get started on the main computer now, but I hope you enjoyed this video, and until the next one, peace out, guys.